Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Mentorship Support. Glad to be here with you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. And as you know, I like doing different videos. And this is the video. I mean, it's been a while since this had happened, but I came across it, and it's just a point I wanted to make that, you know, people want to sit there and paint these pretty pictures that the CIA is, the CIA is no different than having cops that you know can be dirty and do things wrong. Well, so can the CIA. And this was a case where there were some missionaries actually flying to a place to obviously do what they do for their church. They were from Michigan, and the CIA tailed this airplane because they thought it was a drug plane. And because of the plane flying right on the line, they didn't want, if the plane would have turned, they couldn't follow it no more due to, the border lines and all that. Well, instead of the CIA making sure who this plane was, they decided to go ahead and gun it down. Well, they gunned it. Bullets went through, hit the lady and her baby that was only 6 months old. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to share this with you. Let's go to share. It's sad that, these things happen, but, again, nobody's perfect. The CIA made a big mistake, and in the beginning they didn't want to admit to it. They wasn't sharing any footage of it. They wasn't talking about it, but at some point, I've always said the truth always comes out, and that's exactly what happened. So let's go here and go ahead and play this. Infant and mother shut out the sky, and here it is. Check this out.
A tragic mystery solved. 9 years ago, an American mother and her infant daughter were shot out of the sky over Peru.
Yeah, this happened
only
9
today
years ago, guys.
did the CIA go
in
public,
Peru.
the CIA, and take action against those involved in a terrifying mistake. Brian Ross begins with the horrifying encounter 9 years ago, all caught on tape.
This videotape was made by the CIA as one of its jets sneaked up behind what was mistakenly thought to be a drug plane flying along the border of Peru and Brazil. They were preparing to have it shot down.
We're trying to remain covert at this point.
The CIA could not have been more wrong about who was on the plane.
See, now I think, before we go any further, they're right on the line there, and so the CIA was scared, well, if they go left, we can't follow them. We don't have any authority to go into the other country and follow, which, yeah, of course. But that plane also had a tail wing number, I believe is what they call it. They didn't verify.
Play left right slider. 0 minutes 42 seconds.
They did not verify.
Virtual PC cursor. Play button.
They just went ahead and took the plane down because they were scared they couldn't follow it.
Okay.
They were American missionaries from Michigan, Jim and Veronica Bowers. Also on board the plane was the Bowers' then 6-year-old son, Corey, and their infant daughter, Charity. Over the course of 1 hour and 49 minutes, the CIA personnel would never correct their mistake and, in fact, would violate again and again what were thought by the White House to be strict rules of engagement, including verifying the tail number of the plane. That did not happen.
We can go up and attempt the tail number, but if he is dirty and he detects us, he makes a right turn immediately, and we can't chase him.
When the Peruvian Air Force arrived and issued a warning in Spanish, "We will shoot you down," it was on the wrong radio frequency, so the missionary plane never heard it. And even when the CIA pilots began to have doubts,
This guy doesn't fit the profile.
they did not wave off the Peruvian gunship, later saying they did not have the authority to do so.
I think we're making a mistake, but I agree with you.
A minute and a half later, the gunship opened fire, and the Bowers pilot screamed in Spanish for them to stop.
Tell him to terminate. Don't shoot. Tell him to terminate. No mas.
Roger. No mas, Tucano, no mas.
Trailing black smoke, the missionary's plane headed for a river to land, with Veronica Bauer's daughter Charity.
And there it is. Now, the plane got shot. It's going to go down. It's going to land on the river for a safe landing, or to try to make it as safe as possible. Well, it doesn't matter now because CIA, you guys done shot the lady and her child. Ridiculous. Let's listen more here.
Already dead from bullet wounds. And within days, the director of the CIA told officials at the White House all procedures were followed.
The problem was that the CIA was apparently lying to its own director.
Today, the CIA was accused of an almost 9-year-long campaign to mislead and stonewall Congress and others about how and why the rules were broken.
If there's ever an example of justice delayed, justice denied, this is it.
It's upside down.
The CIA insists the entire episode was handled thoroughly and professionally, and that there was no cover-up, to the outrage of the dead woman's parents.
I don't want somebody to tell me why they killed my girl.
Today, the CIA said its 9-year-long investigation had determined that 16 CIA employees should be disciplined, including, we learned, the woman then in charge of counter-narcotics. Many of the 16 are no longer with the CIA, and one of them told us his discipline was no more than a letter of reprimand placed in his file, which he was told would be removed in 1 year. That's the punishment for his role in the wrongful deaths of 2 innocent Americans, Diane.
After 9 years.
After 9 years.
Okay, thanks, Brian.
That is sad that 9 years that case went untailed to come out and let people know what really happened. Like I said before in videos, you've got dirty cops, you've got good cops. You've got good people that are in the CIA, and you've got dirty people in the CIA. But remember something. If you are given a direct order and you're the pilots, it does not matter whether it's wrong or right. If you are given that direct order, you have to follow it. You cannot decide, no, I don't want to do that, because that's not the way it works. When you're in a fighter jet, you've got to follow direct orders. So I don't blame the pilot. I blame the CIA for causing them to tail a plane that definitely had nothing to do with drugs. Nothing whatsoever. Anyways, I want to get your guys' opinion on it. You know, that they said one CIA agent was just reprimanded only for a year. He got reprimanded for a year for what happened. And then, oh, well, after a year, everything would be okay. After taking 2 lives, innocent lives. See, I live in America. I stand for America, but we're not always innocent. And I think sometimes we put our nose where it doesn't belong.
Damn straight.
That's just my opinion.
Meeting controls.
If you guys will, go ahead and click on that share button. Share this with your friends, and let them come over and check it out. Also, click on that subscribe button and join us here for more great videos that we're going to be doing. Click on the little bell to set your notifications so that you are notified each and every single time that we publish a video right here at Mentorship Support. We do more videos than just videos on, you know, the police and CIA and stuff like that. We also do motivational videos, just all types of different videos that hopefully you guys will enjoy. Some of them's not always the best of news, but I like to talk about different things like this. And you know, just because we live in America doesn't mean we agree with every single thing that happens here in America, right? So anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Like I said, be sure to click on that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you would, and engage into some conversation here. I'd really appreciate that. And we'll talk to you real soon.